Hello friends, welcome back again to my channel. 2 videos in one day. I think I'm on a roll here. In my last video we worked in Illustrator and I am balls at Illustrator. Your girl's only ever used it twice. That was the second time ever that I used Illustrator and I did a mediocre job at best. And I've been doing a little more practice off camera, but still sucks. Everything is janky. Everything is crapola. But I'm not giving up and I am trying my very hardest to make some art in that program. So like I said in my last video, I'm building up my portfolio. So I thought, well, I'll switch over to Photoshop because your girl is great at Photoshop. She's got 10 years of experience under her belt and she knows what the hell she's doing. And I was thinking, like, what would look good in a portfolio to show that I know how to manipulate photos and clean up pictures. And I thought, what if I took a graffiti wall? So I went on Pexels, found a graffitied wall, because Pexels is one of those royalty-free websites and you can use their images, you know, for free. And I went in with my patch tool, my clone stamp tool, my delete, replace content aware method, and I just kind of went back and forth between those 3 things and cleaned up the entire picture. It took about an hour and a half from start to finish, and I really like zoomed way in and got all the stuff in the background out as much as possible, and I just wanted it to look nice and clean. I even took a little bit of the trash out of the bottom, but there wasn't much, you know, but I went ahead and did that. I figured on my portfolio page I would have a before on the left and after on the right so that they can see, you know, the visual differences, kind of like a seek and find, you know, kind of like a what's missing here, you know, a little game for the viewer. At first I was thinking, you know, maybe I could remove some armpit hair and do a before and after, or some trash on the beach. The trash on the beach was a good one, but the graffiti wall is always really fun. And when I was in college in my Photoshop class, we did a graffiti picture where we cleaned up the mess, and I thought it would be kind of cool to go back to my roots and do that instead. I feel like the entire portfolio page could be before and afters. I could remove acne and stuff like that because I'm gonna have a separate page for digital and traditional art where I can put my drawings, and I don't know, I think it would flow nicely that way because I was gonna have Illustrator, then Photoshop, then InDesign, then the traditional and digital art pages, and just kind of call it done, you know. So that's kind of the flow I'm looking at here. Of course, I'm building the entire portfolio in InDesign, and I'm also really good at InDesign and I excel in that area as well. So I'm going to make it look nice and clean and modern and sleek. So some really nice template pages, and yeah, that's the plan, Stan. Maybe I'll record putting the portfolio together too. I don't know. I'm just kind of doing this as I go along and just as I feel like. So, and this would be a good video for anybody who's new to Photoshop. You know, they can see the process of switching back and forth between those tools and how to clean it up. You know, just know when you're using the patch tool, you circle the area that you want to delete and then you drag from the middle out to the clean area and it replaces the content. And there's a bar up at the top where you can select normal or content aware. I usually work in content aware, but if that's not working for you, then just switch to normal and see what works best. And then when you're using your clone stamp tool, you want to hover your mouse over a clean area, hold down the Alt key, it'll change your cursor to like a crosshair. Click once with your mouse, let go of Alt, move your mouse over. You're going to let go of your mouse, you know, you're not going to hold it, you're just going to click. move over to the area you want to cover, and then just start drawing with your mouse. Hold down that left mouse key and it will start covering up from the section that you selected. And when you're working in a real close area where there's not much to work with, you're just going to want to do a little bit at a time. Go back, hit Alt, boom, 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 grab it, come over, delete a little more, and eventually you'll start seeing the area cover up and clean up. You know, it's great for acne. It's the patch tool is also great for acne. And then if you notice, if you grabbed, like, you want to grab areas that are close in color, right? So let's say you're cleaning acne up on a face and there's a little more of a highlight in the area that you're on, like the skin tone's lighter. You want to grab from a lighter skin tone area. You don't want to grab from a dark area because that's going to put a dark patch on the face, you know. So you want to make sure that as you're going, you're grabbing from light colored areas and replacing the sections with those. And then for the delete, if you were deleting like a big patch of something and you had a lot of open space to grab from around you, you could just circle the whole area, hit delete, and then make sure it says content aware on the window that pops up. Hit OK, and it will replace that whole area with the colors and imagery from around. And that does a pretty good job when you have, like I said, a big open space to work with, you know. If anything pops in there that you don't want, you could always go back to your patch tool or back to your clone stamp tool and just tweak out those little pieces that you're not happy with, you know. And yeah, it's a bit of a process, but, and yeah, they've got these new tools that are like AI generated fill, and it's supposed to make life easier. I'm just like old school. I like to do hands-on, like I like to go and just work it myself. I feel like I have more control over what I want to do when I do it that way, versus the generative fill, and you never know what's going to really pop up. I'm just not so confident in the AI stuff, you know, because I don't know what's going to happen when I do it. But I know that if I'm in control, I know where I'm grabbing, I know what I'm filling it with, you know, then I'm just more confident in the process doing it that way. But anyway, that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope y'all are having a great day, a great Sunday, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.